Good afternoon. I've been busy designing another junk journal that I wanted to share with you. This one's going to be called Lady's Diary. It uses pages that I created from Pinterest images of Regency Era Portraits, as well as some photography and images I took from the graphicsfairy.com. The cover for this book is from Kraft-Tex, and it has the cross-stitch binding. The closure is a piece of seam binding that I have dyed with various inks. This little Lady's Diary chipboard piece comes from Graphic 45 Lady's Diary collection. The paper also comes from that, but inside I have also used from Graphic 45 their ephemera cards from Portrait of a Lady. And I think I mentioned in my last video that I don't always have as much fun creating ephemera. I don't mind creating these large tags, but all of these different little pieces of ephemera sometimes kind of overwhelms me. And so my latest obsession is purchasing ephemera cards from Graphic 45 and then being sure that I incorporate those colors inside the journal pages that I create so that I can utilize the cards and make myself happy. Love this quote that you're probably reading. The paper here is an Anna Griffin paper. I liked it a lot, and I just wanted to throw it in behind this pocket. So this is a Regency Era Portrait, some music graphics and flower graphics from the Graphics Fairy. I created writing papers for this in several different styles. This is my rose paper. There's about 6 layers of different colors and background things to create pages like this, but it's a lot of fun and I enjoy it. There are in here several little pages of botanicals that were gifted to me. I did a swap where I traded some of my digital images that I had created for some papers and other types of supplies with a nice lady from California. Hi, Lisa. And so I enjoyed incorporating some of her gifts to me. This was a little magnet closure, has magnets on both sides. And I had found these at Michael's in the clearance bin. I think they were probably, when you see some of them, they say love and that kind of thing on them. So I think they were probably from around Valentine's Day or Mother's Day. And then a tag that I created. There's some little things online that I have put in my Pinterest page of little Jane Austen quotes, and because this was a Regency era book, I thought Jane Austen quotes go well. This is a piece of resume paper, 100% cotton rag, and I just printed out some of the lines on it. Inside the little pockets are some postcards that I created. A postcard from Ephemeras Vintage Garden, a little writing place that I had created for another journal, and then leftover pieces of scrapbook paper made into just a little marbling, little memo kind of thing. This is another piece of that translucent paper from Nina that I featured in a previous video, and I'll put another mention of it. If you hit more below the video, I'll have the name of it so that you can purchase it if you like. It goes through your inkjet printer really well, and I like that you can see the image through the paper, but you can actually write on this. I write on it with various pens. This is a portrait of a young man from the Regency era, and then some items from the Graphics Fairy. another one of those little magnetic holders, and another one of the botanical pages, and one of the tags that I created for this book. Another one of the quotes. I found all of these Regency era portraits mainly on Pinterest, so at the bottom under more, under this video, I will include a link to my Pinterest page, and if you just go to Regency Costume, you will find a lot of portraits as well as fashion plates from that era, and you'll immediately recognize what I decided to use. I had so many to choose from, and I had to kind of limit it. Another one of the botanical pages. You can create little cameo type photos on your pages if you understand how to use layers and something called a clipping mask. You just draw a little oval, put your picture over it, tell it to create a clipping mask, and it takes the image and clips it to fit whatever shape you put underneath there. So you get all these little cameo type things without a whole lot of work. And there's a wonderful tutorial on that on the graphicsfairy.com. This is a photo of mine from a French cruise I was on, and then extracted the people out of a Regency portrait, and then added some flowers from the Graphics Fairy. A little envelope here with a postcard I created, and then a postcard from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. You can tell there's certain things I don't mind doing, and then certain things that, oh my, I'm not going to do that. Another one of those little quotes from Jane Austen. I think he is the epitome of Mr. Darcy. Who knows? This is another photo from that I took on one of my European cruises. A pair of ladies out of a portrait, and some other pieces from the Graphics Fairy. Another one of those writing surfaces, leftover scrapbook paper, postcard that I created, and a postcard from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. Another person that could be another Mr. Darcy, I guess. I guess you can probably tell I'm a fan of Pride and Prejudice, huh? More of that translucent paper. And then again, combining two different portraits that I extracted the people from a house in the Chateau series from the Graphics Fairy, and some botanicals from the Graphics Fairy. Two more of the quotes. Once again, you can see through the translucent paper. And the last of the postcards I created, and a postcard from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. And then the three little ladies from a portrait, and more of the items from Portrait of a Lady. And these are wonderful cards. They've got nice writing surfaces on the back, front and back here you can write on. And I thought they were just very sweet and complimented what I had done quite well and saved me a lot of time and effort trying to come up with creating all of my own ephemera. So if you're just starting out learning to make your digital pages and you get overwhelmed as I did, that would be a great option. Thank you for joining me. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.